BlackRock is exploring bringing exchange-traded funds onto public blockchains.
Sources say the asset manager is considering tokenizing funds tied to real-world assets like stocks.
Any rollout would depend on regulatory approval.
This follows BlackRock's first tokenization experiment last year with the BlackRock United States Dollar Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund.
The fund, backed by short-term United States Treasuries, repurchase agreements, and cash, has become the world's largest tokenized treasury product.
It manages nearly $2.2 billion.
Tokenizing exchange-traded funds would represent a deeper step into blockchain-based financial products.
Tokenized exchange-traded fund shares could be transacted as tokens on-chain. Exchange-traded products are now the largest holders of Bitcoin.
Crypto exchange-traded products hold 1.47 million coins.
This represents about 7% of the total 21 million supply.
BlackRock's IBIT exchange-traded fund leads with 749,000 coins.
Over half of professional investors plan to increase crypto exchange-traded fund allocations by 2025.
Cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds in the United States ranked 8th in net inflows.
Solana and XRP are likely candidates for future spot exchange-traded funds.
Canada has already launched spot exchange-traded funds for these cryptocurrencies. Hedera's HBAR token saw a volatile 23-hour period, swinging between $0.23 and $0.24.
The token dipped its $0.23 support level before rebounding on heavier trading volume.
Daily volume averaged 35.4 million, but activity surged to 156.1 million.
Institutional money appeared to flow in, propelling HBAR back toward the $0.24 ceiling.
Despite the rally, HBAR struggled to break through resistance at $0.24.
Strong selling pressure emerged at this level.
Grayscale filed with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to convert its Hedera HBAR trust into an exchange-traded fund.
The Securities and Exchange Commission has set a November 12 deadline to decide on the proposed NASDAQ listing.
Stellar Lumens experienced a 4.3% price swing between 37.9 cents and 39.6 cents. The token rallied around midnight on September 11, reaching a high of 39.6 cents by mid-morning. Volume spiked by 112 million units at noon, significantly higher than average. Stellar Lumens fell back to 38.7 cents, indicating strong resistance between 39.4 and 39.6 cents. Accumulation near 37.9 to 38.1 cents suggests emerging support. It fluctuated between support at 38.6 cents and resistance at 38.9 cents. This reinforces 38.9 cents as a key resistance level. Galaxy, Circle, and Bitfarms saw double-digit gains as Bitcoin rose to its highest point since mid-August.
Galaxy Digital, led by Mike Novogratz, added 12%.
The company invested in Forward Industries' $1.65 billion fundraising for a Solana treasury vehicle.
Bitfarms, expanding into high-performance computing, gained 18%, totaling over 60% growth this week.
Circle, the USDC stablecoin issuer, rallied 16%, potentially a technical rebound.
Coinbase, Robinhood, Mara Digital, and Riot Platforms also saw increases.
These gains outperformed broader markets like the Standard & Poor's 500 and Nasdaq 100.
However, Bitcoin treasury vehicles Metaplanet and Nakamoto declined 10 and 14% respectively.
Kintetiq, a liquid staking protocol, has seen a surge in inflows as users seek the protocol's airdrop points.
Total value locked on Kintetiq has jumped from approximately $458 million to over $2.1 billion, according to DeFi Llama.
While a price increase in HyperLiquid's HYPE token contributed to the rise, raw deposits are a major factor.
The amount of HYPE staked has climbed from under 10 million tokens to nearly 40 million.
Kintetiq's points program, which opened mid-July, is driving activity in its ecosystem.
This surge demonstrates the growing influence of HyperLiquid in the decentralized finance space.
Points programs, where protocols distribute future tokens to early participants, attract yield-seeking investors.
Staking HYPE through Kintetiq allows users to earn standard staking rewards and accumulate points toward a potential airdrop.
The CoinDesk 20 is currently trading at 4207.6.
It is up 1.4% since 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday.
That is a gain of 58.34 points.
All 20 assets in the index are trading higher.
The leaders are Bitcoin Cash, up 3.8%, and Hedera Hashgraph, up 2.7%.
The laggards are Polkadot, up 0.2%, and Cardano, up 0.5%.
The CoinDesk 20 is a broad-based index traded on multiple platforms.
It is available in several regions globally.
United States inflation for August was higher than expected.
The Consumer Price Index rose 0.4% last month, compared to expectations of 0.3%.
Year over year, the Consumer Price Index was higher by 2.9%.
Core Consumer Price Index, excluding food and energy, climbed 0.3% in August.
Bitcoin price decreased slightly following the data release.
United States Stock Index futures also saw a small decline.
The 10-year Treasury yield decreased, while the dollar strengthened.
Initial jobless claims increased more than predicted to 263,000.
Smaller coins like MNT have advanced significantly while major cryptocurrencies await United States Consumer Price Index data.
Provenance blockchain as hash token surged 28% after the foundation announced a new model.
This model adjusts inflation rates to protect stakers and incentivize network growth.
Market gains may accelerate if consumer price index prints below estimates.
Analysts at Bitfinex suggest a dovish consumer price index could trigger a short squeeze, pushing Bitcoin above $115,000.
Conversely, stronger than expected inflation could drive the United States dollar index higher, potentially retesting Bitcoin support at $108,500 to $109,000.
Open interest in Bitcoin futures remains elevated but relatively unchanged in the past 24 hours.
Volatility indices for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP remain within recent ranges, suggesting the market is not anticipating significant volatility from the Consumer Price Index announcement.
Strategy was denied entry to the Standard & Poor's 500 index.
This happened despite the company meeting the technical requirements.
JP Morgan Chase & Company sees this as growing caution towards companies that act like Bitcoin funds.
The index committee's decision is a setback for Strategy and other companies accumulating Bitcoin.
Strategy's presence in other indexes like the Nasdaq 100 has given Bitcoin indirect access to portfolios.
JP Morgan Chase & Company warned this Standard & Poor's 500 decision could limit that trend.
It may also cause other index providers to reconsider Bitcoin-heavy companies.
Nasdaq has reportedly started requiring shareholder approval for stock issuance to buy crypto.
Bitcoin is up about 1.4% in the past 24 hours as investors await United States inflation data. The European Central Bank will announce its interest rate decision. Economists forecast a modest rise in the United States Consumer Price Index. Bettors see a 79% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut this month. Spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange-traded funds attracted $928 million in net inflows yesterday. Some analysts are cautious. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority has circulated plans to ease capital requirements for banks holding cryptocurrencies.
This was reported by local financial news outlet Caixin.
The central bank released a draft paper for public comment to clarify guidance on capital regulation for crypto assets.
Implementation is expected early next year.
The drafted guidelines focus on lowering bank capital requirements if issuers take appropriate measures to prevent and respond to risks.
Hong Kong has become a hub for advancing the cryptocurrency industry through helpful regulation.
Its guidance on stablecoins took effect last month following many applications from prospective issuers.
More lenient capital requirements for banks holding crypto could solidify Hong Kong as a global leader for crypto adoption.
Forward Industries has closed a $1.65 billion private investment deal.
This deal will build a corporate cryptocurrency treasury centered on Solana.
Galaxy Digital, Jump Crypto, and Multicoin Capital led the cash and stablecoin commitments.
These commitments will fund the company as planned to anchor its balance sheet in Solana as native token, SOL.
The three lead investors contributed over $300 million.
Other participants included Bitwise Asset Management, Borderless Capital, and Skybridge Capital.
Several cryptocurrency founders and angel investors also joined.
Forward Industries stock surged as much as 15% in pre-market trading.
Bitcoin is experiencing increased price consolidation, measured by the Choppiness Index.
This index gauges sideways price movement.
Bitcoin's implied volatility is at multi-year lows, further supporting this consolidation.
Bitcoin has traded between $110,000 and its all-time high of $124,000 recently.
The Choppiness Index has climbed to 54 on the one-month timeframe.
This level was last surpassed in early November 2024 before a significant price surge.
The index previously reached similar levels in early 2023, at the start of the current bull cycle.
Further consolidation is possible as volatility continues to decrease.
The Avalanche Foundation plans to raise $1 billion to create 2 crypto treasury companies.
These companies will hold millions of AVAX tokens.
The Financial Times reported this on Thursday.
The AVAX tokens would be bought from the foundation at a discounted price.
The foundation oversees the Avalanche blockchain.
The foundation was in talks to raise up to $500 million through a private investment.
Hivemind Capital is leading this investment in an unidentified NASDAQ-listed company.
A second deal would create an AVAX treasury company through a special purpose acquisition company.
Figure Technologies has priced its initial public offering at $25 per share.
This will raise $787.5 million for the blockchain-focused lending platform.
The company was founded by Sophie co-founder Mike Cagney.
Shares will trade on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol FIGR.
Trading begins today, September 11th, according to a press release.
The offering includes 31.5 million shares.
Roughly 23.5 million shares come directly from Figure and 8 million from existing shareholders.
An additional 4.7 million shares could be sold if underwriters exercise their option.
The Scroll decentralized autonomous organization is pausing its governance process.
This follows leadership resignations and confusion over live proposals.
Co-founder Haichen Shen stated the team is redesigning governance.
Contributor Raza emphasized this is a pause, not a complete stop.
Delegates are members trusted to vote on behalf of others.
It is unclear if active proposals, including a treasury management measure, will be honored.
DAO leadership figure Eugene resigned this week.
Scroll team members admitted they were unsure which proposals were live or previously approved.